In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi. You know, I think my voice is changing. Am I going through the change of life where my voice becomes like crotchety? Could be. No, I haven't spoken in a few hours. And so maybe that's what it is more than anything. I haven't spoken in a few hours. But how are you all doing? Hi, Colton. Hi, Jenny G. Hey, Purple Passion. How are you? So, guys, tell me what you know about this Darius Crooks. Darius Crooks. Darius Cooks, whose real name is Darius Williams, who seems to be doxing a lot of content people, including Tabitha Brown. Now, I have to be honest with you, Darius. The last person that doxed Tabitha Brown was Wendy Williams. And you see, that didn't work out well for Wendy. Do you guys get it? It did not work out well for Wendy Williams. So, I'm trying to figure out, Darius, from a psychic perspective, what's going on, and can we get to the heartbeat of you? Now, I think it's ironic that you're in one of the most healing places ever. and yet you took your trash there. Is there a Russell Simmons connection? Because I feel like there is. Does anybody else feel like there's a connection to maybe Bali not holding people accountable? And they happen to be, so far, people of color. I actually thought Epstein would have been in Bali, though. But apparently, he would have gone to Israel. Trash. You took your trash to Bali. You can't make this shit up. Total drama. Is there a reality show that you think you can do over there, but it's really going to produce some weird shit instead? Caution. Oh, Purple Passion, I'm so sorry. Caution. The road that you are on in Bali is a very disrespectful road. And you're going to be surprised how the people of Bali will not deal with your American mess. You're going to be surprised of the kind-heartedness of these people and their evil side. They will not, under any circumstances, tolerate your American mess over there. So I find that very interesting. Here are the 3 cards. Oh, does it come with a book? I don't think so. I guess it's self-explanatory. Here are the 3 cards. My favorite is caution. So it's from left to right. This is the first card that I pulled up. Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. But what I got instead is that you are bringing the trash to Bali. Total drama. Now, the first thing I got was a potential reality show, so everyone look out for that. But I'm also getting drama that could be filmed there. Hold on a second, sweeties. Hello. I am so sorry, guys. If it refers to my sister Tony, all bets are off. I really have to just stop everything and take care of her. So I'm so sorry. Um, but I'm sorry, everyone. When it comes to my sister, I gotta everything cease. I really need to balance out what I'm doing with her. But KSW, you were so funny. She goes, it must be crooks on the phone. Hold the line, y'all. Hold the line. That is too funny. It should be something else. I don't think that's right. All right. Let's get back. He's bringing trash. He's bringing total drama because that's who and what he is. It also could be something being filmed. And if it's not him filming himself and pretending like he's doing a great job, then it'll be someone filming him. All right. And then I get caution. The road you're on is muddy, um, Darius, and it could swallow you up, Darius. It could swallow you up. So, with all that being said, let's look at some videos on what a crook this guy is. Actually, let me do something else. Let me put this one through. This will buy me some time. Banner. Oh yeah, this asshole. Let me put the banner up. Thank you, Purple Passion.
Cooks is shaking. And this is not the first time he's been shaking, but this is the first time he tried to shake up Tabitha Brown. Now, Darius Cooks is a cook, someone who works in the food industry. There's a lot to who he is. He used to be a restaurateur and a credit card repairman. He was on HGTV and the cooking channel before, about a decade ago with Sunny Anderson. We'll get to her in a minute. But right now he's coming for Auntie Tab, saying that she should not have signed to Target. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. Now, before we get to the Tabitha Brown part, we've got to kind of cover Darius Cooks real quick. So it says here, Food Network star Sunny Anderson exposes Darius Cooks for his 2011 Fresh to Go scam. So he had a restaurant called Soul Crab in Atlanta. That ended up getting shut down. Didn't end up paying the employees after that, allegedly. But Atlanta took it because they said that he was doing basically tax fraud, doing tax credit and repair and stuff like that. Sunny had the video of them on the Food Network taken down. She didn't want to be associated with the scam and the Fresh and Go scam, even all the way back then, to make sure he didn't get any revenue from that video. Here's a screenshot of it right here. Y'all remember Sunny Anderson cooking for real? So he has not been on major platforms in a while, but I follow Darius Cooks on his cooking channel on Facebook. A lot of people said they follow him on Facebook still, and they did back then. But when he got in trouble for those scams and kept getting in trouble and kept getting in trouble, people stopped messing with him. Now I've seen on his page, you know, he travels overseas, does stuff in Japan, Bali, I do believe, and he's still got money flowing in from just cooking. He's got one point something million followers on Facebook. Facebook is real money. And here's his page, you know, not following anybody certified, cookware, apparel, cookbooks. And see, that's a part of the controversy about what he was saying about Tabitha Brown. He doesn't want her to sell to Target. He kind of made it seem like she should be ashamed of her financial decision, even though Tab is making millions on cookware. I went to Meijer and got every single one of her seasonings. So she's already getting money from me. I was going to go down to the Target and get whatever air fryer she was selling anyway. Now, her and Darius Cooks are in the same lane, but they're in two different lanes because you know Tab is vegan. If you're cooking with meat, when I looked on his page, he was frying a pork chop. So this ain't got nothing to do with Tabitha Brown's fans. It's everything to do with him not minding the business that pays him. See, the thing about Darius is he just shot himself in the foot for future collaborations outside of the money you can make with your own audience. What if one day you wanted to do a collab, a cooking class with Williams Sonoma? They might be like, oh, he's too controversial, too many scams, talking crazy about Tabitha Brown, talking crazy about Target, because he was on there like, I don't care if it was 20 million. I never would have worked with them. Look at all the money you could have made being independent. Sir. Tabitha Brown has a husband, okay? She has a husband. He's an alpha male. If she needs a decision on how to run her business, her life, and her kids and her household and her funds, I'm sure that she'll contact the head of her household, which is her man, not you. She don't need a man to come in and give her no advice on her business. She got a husband and financial advisors, and most importantly, y'all got to quit playing with that lady because Tabitha Brown has God. Do y'all need a mental refresher on the last time we saw Wendy Williams? 3 years ago, that was the last time Wendy Williams was on TV. The last episode she did, because was a Wendy watcher. Wendy stan, okay? This is somebody, the last episode she did was talking crazy about Tabitha Brown. Wendy was going through it with Kev, and Tab came out and she did a video about retiring her husband, Chance.
Yep.
Y'all know while she was on episodes of Will and Grace, working her acting career, trying to be a starving artist, he was in the LAPD for like 20 years. You know how dangerous that is?
Yep.
Her husband could have not came home. He risked it all. She was a complete housewife, starving artist for a double decade, okay?
Yep.
So she went on there talking about how she's so proud and glad she retired her husband, all that he's given, all that he sacrificed, late hours or early mornings, and she was able to return the favor and sow into his businesses that he may want to do outside of being a cop.
Yep.
Dealing with all those microaggressions as a chocolate man. Don't even get me started.
Right.
Wendy was bitter, and Wendy came on there like, I had the husband that said I could have the career and all that stuff, and look how it worked out. And I'm going to stick up for Wendy. You know, she was being really rude to Tab, because I remember that whole episode in real time. The Access Hollywood clip doesn't do it the justice to the stuff she was talking. Wendy was making fun of Tab's southern drawl. Y'all, because you know, Wendy's an Eastern girl. She looks at Southerners as less than smart, looks at them with their dialects and their idiosyncrasies as Southern dunce dummies. You know, we're way past that. There are plenty of people that come out of the South that are more intelligent than any Northerner. You know, but she grew up in that stigma. She was making fun of her, saying, you know, their marriage is about to be over, okay? I can already see it's not going to last on rocky ground. Obviously, 3 years later, they're tighter than ever. still doing Tab and Chance on Fridays, but that was the end of Wendy Williams. Tab came on with this face.
Yep.
She did a read and she said, God bless you, an old Southern
God bless
nasty
you.
read. She said, God bless you, which means F you. I pray that you get the love that you're clearly missing.
Yes.
Is the kind of energy this entire read gave, and we ain't seen Wendy since. I always felt like that put her in a spiral. And now that Tab has come out and she's given that same controversial read to Darius, I'm shook. Baby, she basically said, look, baby, some folk only got the nerve to talk junk, and that's why your success get on their nerves. Don't let them folks get to you. And for the folks that do all that cutting up, imagine if you had the nerve to heal, love, befriend, spread joy, pursue your passion, to be positive, to be intentionally good. Wow, what a beautiful life you would have. Y'all understand that? She's saying, but you wish you could never. Huh. My level, you can't stand on it, sit on it, smell it, baby. This is how Southern people talk, okay? She read him. This is not a nice thing she's saying. I pray that for you because even you are worthy. I aspire, Auntie Tab, to this levels of you could neverism. You can't touch the hem of my garment, baby, or Jesus's with that horrible energy of yours. I'm going to continue to be blessed. I'm going to continue to be me, and all my teeth continue to be straight. With or without your hate, baby. I got paid today, is what she said. So I love that, but Darius Cooks, now you done mess with the Lord's anointed. So we're going to see what happens to you.
Now, I know y'all have seen plenty of videos on IG where you have been warned about messing with those that are anointed. And you don't need to know who they are because you shouldn't be messing with anyone. But if you do, and you mess with an anointed one, Wendy Williams, what a shame. What an idiot shame.
Have you healed with Darius?
You know,
Keep it real. We here.
oh no, I'm gonna keep it real. I just because if I feel like if I speak about it, you know, I've also entered into this. Well, let me be real.
Remember, the people want to know.
Yeah.
See, the one thing about a psychic, we got the cards. We got the information. We got the cards. We got everything. We get the insight. Most of us don't even need cards, so don't get it twisted. I just love to use them because I love the visuals. So let's see what message the telepathy oracle cards has. Give us a message that we could deal with. Embrace what faith has in store for you. What you all don't realize is that faith sometimes gives us lessons. Faith sometimes gives us lessons. And sometimes we have to embrace the lesson given. So, Darius, embrace what faith has for you. My wish for you is that you will be well. Confusion All seekers of truth will experience confusion. Ask the universe to provide the answers that you need. Oh, Purple Passion, I'm so sorry. Last card. Boundary. Having sensible boundaries is important. Now, this brings me up to a concern that I have, which is how is opening a hip hop restaurant in Bali good for anyone? Just curious. When this is a soy sauce rice community that makes perfect dishes, by the way. They make great dishes. All right. Now, the last thing I have, it's very long though, is a TSR investigates. But the first girl kind of gave everything that I think I needed, but I don't know, maybe I should play it anyway.
Power on. Gather the speaker. Bluetooth pairing mode.
It's kind of long though.
Your Bluetooth device is connected.
Some crazy people following him that are willing to do crazy things.
The chef and social media influencer has been accused of serving up scams for years, and if you call him out publicly, he allegedly retaliates by sharing your personal information. Cooks is now answering our questions in a Shade Room exclusive. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Darius Williams operates his $1 million enterprise under the name Darius Cooks. Many of us know him as the funny, relatable chef who frequently pops up on live to connect with his fans. He sells cookware, he sells cookbooks, over $1 million in sales in just hours. But behind it all is a growing number of people who have beef with Williams. They say that his F rating on the Better Business Bureau is an indicator that his brands have been built off of lies, deceit, and doxing. So what exactly is doxing?
We got her kids on there as well, kids information. I put it on my Instagram.
It's when you share someone's personal or private information on the internet, typically with malicious intent. It's not illegal by law, but dozens of people like Angela Davis have come forward saying they've been doxxed by Williams. Davis is a chef influencer herself and didn't think much when she made a Twitter comment several years ago.
There was a viral lasagna video and of his that was circulating on Twitter. It was going viral in a negative way this time. And I commented, much like everybody else. And I didn't really think much of it. But later that night, there was another tweet that apparently we were both linked in the same tweet, and it was sent to him, and he replied to that.
She says the two went back and forth, Angela writing, quote, "I'd appreciate not being tagged with him. Thank you." Darius replies, quote, "Your work is dope. I wish I knew what makes you so angry," sending love and positive vibes. Later that day, Davis says Darius screenshotted their conversation to his followers, writing, quote, "Yo, I mean, the hate continues. I'm done posting about this, but come on. We got to do better, people."
Anytime he doesn't like anybody talking about him, talking about his food, critiquing him anyway, he retaliates by turning that person to his audience for the purposes of his audience, harassing them. We were harassed by his audience for the rest of that week.
A woman named Danielle Holland tells us it happened to her back in February 2022.
Found pictures of me and posted them all on his Twitter. Told me that he has my social security number and that he has a background check on me.
I have Angela's background check. I have Sunny Ash's background check. and Danielle Holland background check.
She says Williams found her Twitter handle and tweeted that he has her social security number, saying, quote, "I'm telling you I have it. Screenshot that." Williams then shared this to his followers, pictures of Danielle Holland with her children's faces. It says, quote, "Y'all do me a favor and tell Danielle Holland we said hello. Hashtag Darius Crooks."
That's the issue that you have with me. My underage children don't have anything to do with that.
When confronted by Roland Martin on Twitter, Williams continued and wrote, quote, "F them kids." The Shade Room sat down exclusively with Darius Williams, who told us that this was all built up from months of harassment from Danielle Holland herself. It's someone he says that he's never met and has never done business with.
These are not private. These are things that she had already posted. These are things that are already on the internet. I posted it, and my caption simply was, y'all say hey to Danielle Holland. Once I did that, she went back, she deleted tweets, she put her profile on private, and then it was, oh my God, I can't believe what he's doing to me. He's doxing me.
I was on my Twitter, and as far as names, I mean, calling you a scammer, if that's what you want to, qualify as calling you names, yes, I'm calling you a scammer, a liar, a predator, a doxer. Yes, I did call him those things.
We wanted to know how he's able to get this personal information, especially background checks and social security numbers.
I have a wide network of people who follow me. I have been forwarded documents from pretty much all of the people who don't like me and making all this noise. What I choose to do with that determines whether or not it's legal or not. But if I have the information, I have it. So I do actually have the background checks of some of the people. I didn't run them myself. People that work for like T-Mobile, or they worked for like, AT&T. And I'm like, y'all calm down. They're like, no, we can get them. I said I had it. I'm not lying about the fact that I have it. I didn't run it myself. I don't even have her personal information to run.
And so you have a business. And as a responsible business owner, do you feel like it's appropriate to address maybe potential customers, or address the masses that you have specific sensitive information and you are willing to blast it? Do you think that's irresponsible as a business owner?
Well, first, I have it. I never said I would blast it. That's not in my character. I wouldn't do that. I have way too many followers. I'm way too experienced and polished. The business piece of it, you got to understand twofold. One, I'm a business owner, but two, I'm also an influencer. So you have to throw that inside. I have 144,000 customers. I have all their I have their names. I have their CVV. I have their credit card. I have their zip code. I have their billing. I have all of it, right? Not once have you heard of any breach of that private information. Not once have you heard any scandal regarding that.
But Williams is no stranger to scandal. In 2019, he was sued by the state of Georgia for operating an illegal credit repair business called Above 701 Incorporated. Attorney General Chris Carr claiming that Williams, quote, "requested and accepted payment from consumers before services were provided and made misleading claims that the company could get bankruptcies and debts permanently deleted from credit reports." It wasn't run properly. It was actually illegal.
So I didn't know, to be quite honest, when I started it, I didn't know that you couldn't do credit repair in the state of Georgia. They said to make it all go away, pay $140,000. I wrote a check. It was over.
More fallout after 3 of his restaurants abruptly closed in February 2020. Soul Crab Atlanta, Soul Crab Chicago, and Greens and Gravy in Atlanta.
If I could be honest, it just got to a point where mentally it just became way too much.
Lavelle Baker says that he was friends with Williams for over a decade and saw what was happening behind the scenes. They dated for 2 of those years. He says that Williams' shady business ventures dates back about 15 years.
Vaguely remember conversation about him, wanting to be a billionaire, but I didn't know that it was sinister.
He claims that Williams created several businesses back then, like a food truck, a cupcake store, and a food delivery business called Fresh Go. He says all of them tanked after a number of customers came forward claiming that Williams would take people's money but not fulfill orders. Lavelle says that he was a partner in the food truck business before it went south. Uptown Pies, does that ring a bell? The Cupcake Gallery, Fresh Go, the Lunch Machine. There were several businesses that you have had over the years that have foiled. Now you have one of your business partners, Lavelle, at one point, saying that they were all a scam behind the scenes.
This got to be about 15 years ago. So Lavelle has been holding on for this for 15 years, and I find it very ironic that now that he's becoming this gossip blogger on YouTube, that now this story and my name has to come up in order for him to get clicks and views and likes.
This is not the first time Williams has been called out for scamming customers. Celebrities and influencers have also joined the conversation. Celebrity chef Sunny Anderson gave Williams his start on her Food Network show back in 2010, but in a tweet back in March 2022, Anderson implied that Williams tried to get her to invest in one of his companies. She said, quote, "Hey Darius, stop trying to divert attention by saying I was jealous of you. The emails don't lie. You tried to get me to invest in one of your scams and I tried to support, but my attorney reviewed your paperwork and that was a no."
Darius, hold on before you start.
I see
When my supporters come over there and support you, trust and believe that they come from their heart. And for you not to send them their merchandise, she been asking you. I got all the receipts, Darius.
Social media influencer Andrew Caldwell on Live blasted Williams on behalf of his fans who claimed that they were not receiving kitchenware that they ordered on his website.
What's the person saying?
I'm not finna block her because you're known for putting out people information.
I mean, you have these people saying that you are not a good business person, and they're all singing the same tune.
Sunny and I, we haven't spoken in at least 10, 11, 12 years. Andrew Caldwell is a whole different ball game. We were cool a month ago. Now all of a sudden he's beefing with me. I have no idea what that's about.
People need to understand there's like real life implications for some of these bad business deals that have gone wrong. I have a platform and I have a loud mouth, and that's why I decided to keep talking about it.
Davis also claims that Darius Williams stole some of her cookbook recipes in the past, will just remix them to make it seem, though Williams has denied. Now, we do want to point out, too, that Darius Williams has never been criminally charged and sentenced to jail for many of these allegations. But if you do feel like you've been scammed by one or more of his businesses, you're urged to reach out to your state attorney general's office or the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Is he Darius Cooks or Darius Crooks?
He has some
He's definitely Darius Crooks. So, let's look at the cards that I already pulled, the oracles. And this is how they are lining up. So they're lining up this way. Trash. And embrace what faith has in store for you. And faith has the trash in store for you. You're not going to go to a spiritual place like Bali and get away with everything the dramatic way that you provide a lot of confusion. All right. So there's going to be some video of you acting out. Or there's going to be a reality show of you acting out. Now, this card was like caution. Right next to it is have sensible boundaries is important. Go ahead and bring your sloppy American ass over there. And they're going to wind up cooking you. And they will feed it to Americans. You're just going to disappear. There's not going to be a question. Oh, we haven't heard from Darius in a while. Darius who? Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Darius Williams. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Darius Cooks is your child. He is your love. He is your beloved. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. There's a woman over there, Darius, that is going to contribute to the development of you. There's also a man, there's a financer that is helping him with this restaurant. There could be a second partnership, also a man, a money man. He's associated with himself with powerful money people. Does anybody know Russell Simmons, a horoscope sign? I keep getting Russell Simmons, and not because of Bali, but because maybe they had a conversation, and maybe Russell was like, they won't extradite. Is that what I'm getting? They won't extradite from Bali? Is that why Russell is there? I'm getting the death card, but death means transformation and change. That one is inevitable. You think you're escaping the change, but the change is inevitable. And two, there's a humbling experience that you will have with how you have presented yourself to America. Now, I know it's hard to imagine what that could look like for you, Darius. But it literally looks like you could wind up being homeless or a bum. Or a sex worker. It's so funny that, okay, I'm not showing you guys the spread, and I'm so sorry. Look at these identical people. Now I don't know if they're the same people or are they two different people. But look, identical people. Wow. This tells me that these people, let's say it's 4 of them, are helping to change Darius for the greater good, but he also could be meeting up with his destiny and not even know, right? There's 2 different things that's going on, right? You know why Russell hasn't met up with his destiny as of yet? It's because there is a spirituality that he brings to the table, whether he works with evil or not. It's still a level of spirituality to balance what he needs from Bali. And one of the things that he provided to Bali was some so-called hotel, right? His wife messed up the plans for the hotel, but there's a spiritual thing that he embraces, and they respect that. Darius cooks. I keep wanting to say crook. It's not going to do that. He's going to go over there, bring his hot mess of dishes over there, have some sort of Asian fusion eventually, because the soul food is not going to work. He's going to wind up with some Asian fusion crap. That too will not work. And he could be going there, presumably, to have people help him, but he also may be going there because he's dancing with the enemy. Has anybody ever had that experience where, let's say, a best friend comes along and you're like, oh my God, we're so identical, you're so much fun, and then you find out later that bitch is the enemy, that bastard is the enemy. It happened to me recently. And I wasn't even trying to be friends with someone. This person had latched on to me. And I found I couldn't get rid of the energy. And I kept asking God, what is this? What is this? And then I found out what it was, which is fine. But at some point, it had to get severed. But she came to destroy. Because she needed to survive. That's what he's running into. Friends. That ultimately, this money doesn't come back, they will destroy him. Let me see what you guys are saying. December 29th, he's a Capricorn. Crooks isn't a nice person. What's October 4th? I wish you guys would give me these dates. Why? Call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. Okay. I don't know what Tommy and his wife means. Are they actors, sweetie? Are they actors? Because I'm getting two sets of people. So is Tommy and his wife associated with two more people? See, this restaurant that's being built, it's being built on Bali Dollar. Russell is October 4th. Got it. Okay, so this isn't Russell that's helping him with his restaurant. You're going to need some strength. Thank you, Fit Game Chicks. He's going to need strength to continue with this venture. Look at this. Another person is going to be involved. He is presumably going over there as a star. That's how he is showcasing how Americans love him. In my hopes and fears, he wants to be viewed as coming to save the day. Like, I feel like he's going to say, my restaurant is going to employ people. And it's going to bring in da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And we're going to make money together. They're going to be split in two. So even over there, there are going to be people that love him or people that hate him. The difference between him and Russell gives back spiritually. This man does not have a spiritual bone in his body. So when people begin to split on him, he's going to see them as being influenced by America. Which could be partially true, but the truth of the matter is he doesn't create the right boundaries in his new environment. You've been warned. The boundaries matter. But if you don't have it in you, like, this is a spiritual awakening for you. I wish that's what you would embrace. But instead, the spiritual awakening can appear as dramatic change because you're trash and you're bringing the trash instead of bringing a well-rounded person respecting Bali culture. And that is by your linguistic, how you speak to people. I'm getting that he's very sloppy, guys. Am I wrong? Sloppy in terms of even the way he cooks. I'm getting that he's either sloppy or I'm getting that he's either sloppy or presumably he's not very clean. And over in Bali, if you don't understand that culture over there, as you are deciding to create a restaurant and a big public, supposedly hip hop restaurant, but if the water is unsafe for foreigners and could make them sick, that's what I'm getting as unclean. That you would say, I don't care. I'm not doing this for Americans anyway. And so you actually could wind up poisoning people. So instead, you're bringing a lot of confusion to the table. Let's lower the stage. He's definitely not doing his venture by himself. He's running. He's running from America. He's planting himself. Okay, this is how I can give you a description. The Seven of Swords means back in the day, salesmen used to come to your door and they would say, I got a vacuum cleaner for you. And they would throw dirt on the floor and pick up the vacuum cleaner. But the one that they sell to the person is one that is broken, that somebody else returned. And so they keep recycling that broken one to the dummies. That's what I'm getting here. That he's recycling his bad behaviors and he's going to bring it over there. Funny thing is, he doesn't see that he does anything wrong. People are going to have conversations with him. He doesn't see himself as a bad person. There is a woman, she shows up twice. Now, the same people keep showing up. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or a very sharp-tongued woman. It's going to say to him, what are you doing? You're ruining everything. He's definitely going to run out of money. And at some point, he's going to get quiet or he's going to disappear or he's going to go on some ritual retreat. He's going to seek spirituality. Yeah, I don't think he can stay in Bali very long. I think he fails in Bali quickly. And I think he winds up in another country very similar to Bali. I don't know what is the surrounding. I know like something like Bali might have a bunch of little islands. But I keep getting Indonesia, but I don't know why. I don't know how close Bali is to Indonesia. Tommy is the partner. Got it. He is working with, beautiful face, Nelly, he is working with to build the restaurant. Tommy's wife comes around too. Maybe those are the two people. Okay, so I got two people. I need two more connections. Could be a husband and wife. He doesn't clean. I don't know this guy from Adam. This dude does not clean? Oh, Lord. He is bringing the dirt. He is bringing the dirt to Bali. Like, literally, he is bringing trash to Bali. Those poor people. I mean, there are issues anyway, but imagine if somebody comes along to your country and decides you're dirty anyway, so he doesn't have to be clean. Really, really. He is going to leave Bali with his tail between his legs, but the way I see it, it's going to come down to a retreat. And he's going to be like, well, I've decided to live here instead, yada, yada. Like, he is always reinventing himself. He is going to go on a spiritual journey. I don't believe it's real. I believe it's a part of his gaming. And he's just going to game Bali the way Bali does things, right? So he's going to be like, oh, it's a spiritual community. I'm going to go in a spiritual quest. If you haven't heard from me, it's because I've been on a spiritual quest and now I'm in Indonesia. I don't know if Indonesia is the right country, but you understand. Time is up. Time is up. Nobody's going to accept this from you anymore. Time is up. Lord have mercy. Self-sabotage. There's a man that is going to be coming for you. I don't believe this man is American. I do believe that this could be a higher authority, political higher authority in Bali that will be coming for you. They were embracing love for you, but ultimately you're going to cost the city that you're making this restaurant a lot of money. And the people will attack you. You will not be able to sleep at night, which is why he's going to disappear for a little bit. He could be jailed over there, guys. He could be jailed. Because I get him as sloppy, he could be responsible for a death over there. He will wind up on new land. But there is going to be what Americans couldn't do here. The people of Bali will do over there. So I really feel like his life could be compromised or threatened to be arrested. I think if someone passes because of his restaurant or because of something they ate, I think he shuts everything down swiftly and then disappears. Either that or he'll be cooked meat and nobody will see him again. I feel like there's a political arena that's going to come for him. Like the prime minister of Bali. I don't know if they have a prime minister or a president. And it definitely will be a secret operation. But I'm warning you, if somebody gets deathly sick, don't even stick around because they will put you in jail. He thinks there's money in what he's doing, but there's just no money in his venture. The money dries up quickly and it's infinite. When this Bali money dries up, it's infinite. You're forever poor. I wish some of you guys would get readings before y'all do this crazy stuff, celebrities, because the other thing that I'm getting is that he is so used to running that you should expect nothing more than a man that runs in Bali. He's never stopped to learn his lessons. He's never stopped to care about anybody else. He's a gamer. He's a hustler. He's from the streets. He knows no better. This is all he knows, gaming. Has anybody checked his history? I feel like there's a death associated with him. Probably when he was a teenager? I believe he was a rotten kid. Does anybody know anything about his parents? Was he adopted? Did his grandmama raise him? Was there a male around him that he hates women, but I feel like there was a early death around him associated with food. Like food poisoning or rancid food, but that he knew was rancid. Does anybody know his history? His grandma raised him. Oh, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. Hold on. Um, wow. Ooh, child. He has been on a run since his grandma died. He has been on a run. That's why he's scamming. He scammed his own grandmother, and I don't believe she was diagnosed. That the certificate showed that it was suspicious, but I'm warning you. I feel like he completed her demise. That's what I'm saying. Oh, thank you. Thank you. He has marijuana edibles. I would never buy anything from him. Oh, it won't survive. I already said it, sweetie. He's a drug addict. Maybe he'll get caught over there. Um, no, whoever this is, Nelly, these are people over there. No YouTuber or content creator is going to take him down here. It'll be done over there. Um, but I, I think I'm trying to tell you all that he doesn't survive over there. He doesn't survive over there. And ultimately, there are going to be people that's going to get sick from his restaurant. I don't want to repeat everything. You guys have to go back and listen. And he winds up in Indonesia. Maybe not Indonesia, but something of that freedom, spiritual freedom. It won't be Pakistan. I don't even think it'll be India, because India is kind of very strict and they're foodies over there. So I don't think they want all of that soul food over there. I just can't see it. So he has to wind up in a very spiritual essence. But I'm getting a disappearing act first. That's the first thing I'm getting, a disappearing act. And if he's not careful, what I said was he could wind up being dinner over there in Bali. Like through a grinding machine. I'm not joking. If he doesn't understand that if he hurts people over there, that's the one thing they're not going to tolerate. So if somebody gets sick from his restaurant and it's a bigger problem, or if someone passes, then I see him running. Oh, Bali isn't Indonesia. Oh my goodness, the ignorance. And there's no record of his grandmother's death. I know she's deceased, but it's weird that there's no information. Clock it. Clock it. When I looked over to the left, his grandmama came through. And it looked to me that there's that his hands were mixed up in her demise. And the reason why he acts that this way is because that was something he got away with. And the joke is on all of us because he never got caught for something that his grandma is saying he did to her. I'm also getting that it was slow moving. It was slow. He says he was violated by an aunt. That's why he doesn't like women. Interesting. And maybe his grandmother didn't protect him. Oh. Well, she told him to do an act by the way. Oh, gross. We don't need to be graphic here. Because I start like looking into all of that. And that's just like, ugh, stop. But that makes sense because I feel like he doesn't like women, and he did not like his grandma, and I think that his grandma did not protect him. That's what I think, and he was mad with her, and that I feel like he cooked something with her, and then she slowly got sick. That's what I think. I don't think back in the day they didn't even care about black people, and so there was no, maybe there was no such thing as toxicology reports in the deep south at the time, or maybe there was, but they didn't care about black people in the woods. I don't know. Oh, Karma said it was actually his first cousin that allegedly violated him. Okay, interesting enough, I'm not seeing a violation. Interesting enough. I'm not seeing a violation here, but if that is what he said, I have to believe him. But the cards are not showing me a violation. So I don't know what that's about. He is going to be brought up on charges. The tower will hit the fan, and Darius, you will wind up in jail. All right? You will wind up in jail, and that's a period. Now, where you wind up in jail, that's going to be the question. I don't think you're going to be in an American jail. And the only other thing I could say to you, Mr. Foodie, if you are not in an American jail, you will escape to an island where you have to learn everything all over again. You're going to wind up in an island that has no television, no capability of TV, but it's going to be a rightful prison, regardless. It's going to be the very thing that you would have hated for yourself. In a foreign land, on an island where you cannot communicate with anybody. Or an actual prison. And it will not be an American prison. It will be somewhere over there. All right, guys, are we good? Did you get everything that you needed from this reading? Are we good? He's a sick man, guys. He's a very, very sick man. He's going, listen, I don't know why you're going into food. It's actually your mistake. You should have went into drinks. And maybe I'm giving him the idea, but that's what they're telling me. He should have went into drinks. Or maybe the drinks are poison too, because I feel like he should have gone into drinks. Not food. He's a liar and he lies for the money. And he's also, I'm actually getting, to be honest with you, y'all, I'm getting he can't cook. He doesn't cook black food. I'm getting that he puts like trash together and then says, this is culinary. Did he graduate from a school? Can anybody tell me? I'm getting that what he mixes in his dishes, nobody would ever do that. If that makes any sense. Like nobody would mix, I don't know what he cooks, but let's say it's let's say it's shrimps and franks and call it soul food. What he cooks is trash. Why are y'all beefing him up? I mean, the best he does is season well. He doesn't cook. Am I crazy? Please let me know. This man does not cook. And maybe that's why he steals recipes and repurposes them. But he's not a cook. Please, somebody tell me he went to culinary school. I need to know. Because if he did go to culinary school, he knows nothing about Southern cooking. He's pretending. His cooking is fusion. It's like making a casserole dish and calling it Southern food. That's what I feel like he's doing. And that's crazy to me. Do you guys know his recipes? Because they're disgusting. Do I need to look up a recipe of this Darius cooks? Anything. I have to be honest with you. I think simple dishes he can't make. I think simple mac and cheese he can't make well. Let me see if I can get a Darius cook recipe. My God, man. By the way, your grandma's coming to get you. She'll be in Bali with you. Let me see. Cornbread dressing? Have you guys ever heard of a cornbread dressing? The cornbread dressing recipe. Oh, it's posted on his app. Ill? Cornbread dressing? Ill? Are you crazy? Darius, are you nuts? His mac and cheese. How to make a cream sauce with half and half. Half and half curdles. Oh, I can't. I can't. Oh my God. Oh, he put so much salt. Oh my God. Oh, wait, we got to listen to this. Hold on a second. Oh my God. I think I'm going to throw up. This is mac and cheese, but he's literally. How could y'all believe in him?
Power on. Gather good speaker. Bluetooth pairing mode. Your Bluetooth device is connected.
Until it comes out the water and undercooked. You hungry? Let's make a snack. Here is the right way to do it. Always be sure to oversalt the water and undercook the pasta. Add in a little bit of butter and all-purpose flour. Now we just stir in some half and half. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little pinch of smoked paprika. Whisk it together until it's thick, just like this. In with the cooked pasta, let's add the following. Sour cream, the cream sauce, cubed Velveeta. It's a must. And shredded cheese, whatever's on sale. Give this a mix until it sounds like. Pour the mixture into a casserole dish and then just top it with more cheese. Now you put this into a hot oven until it comes out looking and smelling something just like this. Now all you gotta do is bow your head and say grace. Grace. Mm, mm, mm. You hungry? Let's make a snack. Here is the right way to do it. Always be sure to oversalt the water and undercook the pasta. Add in a little bit of butter and all-purpose flour. Now we just stir in some half and half. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little pinch of smoked paprika. Whisk it together until it's thick, just like this. In with the cooked pasta, let's add the following. Sour cream, the cream sauce, cubed Velveeta. It's a must. And shredded cheese, whatever's on sale. Give this a mix until it sounds like. Pour the mixture into a casserole.
He doesn't say what kind of shredded cheese. He just says, and shredded cheese, whatever's on sale. Who is eating this shit? Unless I'm crazy, and I could be. Listen, maybe I'm not Southern, but you do not need flour in your mac and cheese. You don't need it. So if you're putting flour in your mac and cheese, take it out. You don't need it. You don't even need paprika. You don't need that. You should not be using half and half. It's too thick. He didn't even put egg. I didn't see egg. I can't have mac and cheese without 8 eggs because I make it for a big family. I think I want to throw up. Sour cream? How do you mess up food this badly? He's nasty. Whatever's on sale. Noel. Whatever's on sale. What if Munster cheese is on sale? I'm not eating mac and cheese with Munster. Oh my God. He oversalted the water. He's killing people. This is how I know he's going to go over there and say the water's fine. And the water's going to be swimming with guk. And pest, just guk. Oh my God. I just wanted to see one thing, and his restaurants closed down because they were going to close him down. His restaurants closed down because they were going to close him down. He's nasty. Ew, right? Do y'all want this as oh God. Y'all have to see this for yourself, because
and then just top it with more.
you all know, we know mac and cheese. Now, could there be variations in the mac and cheese? Yes. My auntie made Velveeta mac and cheese all her life. Me personally, I can't do Velveeta, but that's just me. But I will do 3 different cheeses. I will do extra sharp, and is there a medium sharp? Regular sharp, medium sharp, or something like that, and then extra sharp. And let me tell you something. When you get a bite, a crumb of a melted extra sharp, your mouth explodes. It explodes because you don't expect the extra sharp, because the extra sharp doesn't melt down all the way, right? The sharp melts down, makes it creamy. The medium melts, but that extra sharp, it's harder to melt. And so when you're done, you get these nuggets throughout the mac and cheese that has the extra sharp, and you go and you taste that extra sharp, and you're like, oh my God. Garlic powder, onion powder, eggs, and I put milk. But I remember the last time I made it, people had a problem with milk. And I don't know why they had a problem with it, but somebody had a problem with milk. And so the next time I made it with almond milk, but I didn't like how it tasted. So I just decided that I'm just going to use milk, let people know that it's milk. You want it, you want it. You don't. I really don't care. But that's the end of that story. And I made a mac and cheese for y'all in front of y'all. I don't know if y'all remember that. Do you remember I was feeding the homeless, so I made this whole big mac and cheese for them? Oh my God, they loved it. Oh, they loved it so much. Darius cooks mac and cheese. Don't make this. Just view this mess. Don't copy this man. I don't even care if you don't know how to cook. Don't cook like him. I add several cheeses. Me too. Oh, including cream cheese. That's a recipe that you can personalize. Yes. Mac and cheese, you can personalize it, but not with no goddamn sour cream. Ugh, Purple Passion says she does that sometimes. What? Allegedly that happened. What does that mean? Oh, Purple Passion says I stand corrected. It was the cousin. I wonder how old the cousin was. Oh, Tracy, I don't know why I'm feeling like he has some Haitian background. Nope. Haitian culture is known for recreating recipes. They add all kinds of stuff in classic recipes. There's nothing Haitian about him. I'm Haitian. We're not going to give him all that credit. Not that nigga. No. No. He cannot be Haitian. I refuse. No. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Nope. And not with no damn processed powdered. Is that what that was? Was that powdered Velveeta? I didn't even know there was such a thing as powdered Velveeta. That's gross. Oh, Lord have mercy. This man has been killing people, just nobody died yet. So, he's going to go to Bali and he's going to be in trouble. I mean, is he in Bali right now? Can somebody tell me, is he actually in Bali yet? Because if we could stop him from going and not killing people, because your destiny is written over there. It's written. It's written. They're not going to accept you hurting their people up there. It's not going to happen. Oh my God, I'm so scared after looking at that recipe. Disgusting. All right. It's either, well, it's either powder or gunk. I'm so afraid. Is he in Bali right now? Oh, what's this? Laugh out loud. Okay, Tracy, the pack in the mac and cheese pot. Oh my God, that's what it looked like. Have y'all looked at the video? That's what it looked like. The pack in the mac and cheese box. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is too funny. That is the best. Come on. See, it's actually going this way. I'm very funny. It looks like it's straight to you, but it really isn't. That's the best. Come on. Damn. Almost. Come on. You're trying to get there. So what's happening? What's happening, spirit? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Upside down night. Oh my God. Allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle. Romantic delusions. Night upside down. What time is it? Oh God, it's early. That's why I came on early today, because I just wanted to like have enough time to do this. Night. manifests as an absence of honor and chivalry or loyalty to a questionable ruler or principle. I'm going to show this to y'all so y'all could see it for yourself. Shadow upside down night. So his core belief is off, and he's using cooking because it's comfort food. But this man is devil incarnate, cooking for you. I really feel like his restaurant was going to get fined and was going to get shut down. I think that he had been given a citation and had X amount of time to fix whatever it was and shut his American restaurants down. And so, because he shut it down, then there's no record of having had him shut down and why. But I think a little deeper digging with the city office on inspection records might show a little bit of how this man was about to get shut down by, I think it was by the Atlanta office, but I think it was easier. Like, he couldn't explain getting shut down in his other locations, so he just had it shut down. Was there not a restaurant similar to that in New York City? Did he ever have a restaurant in New York City? This restaurant is like drawing me somehow. I didn't go in, but I feel like I saw it. What was the Chicago restaurant? Shrimp and Crabs? Did he have a small spot someplace else? Yeah, I think he had a New York City restaurant. Here's everything. No, no, that's not his restaurant. He reviewed the restaurant in New York City. He said mental health issues, and I want to tell you, it was not because of mental health issues, but he does have mental health issues, going back to his grandmama dying. Hmm. You know I'm going to find the truth here. And the truth with him, seriously, I do believe he has mental health issues. I believe it began with his mama's death, his grandmama's death, which he might have been responsible for. Now I need to question, where is his mama? What happened to his mama? Because I don't think she's alive. Sorry, guys. Darius Cooks, Georgia restaurant. Where is this restaurant located? Because I feel like. Oh. What was the name of this restaurant in Georgia? The Shrimps and Crabs? I question whether or not it was soulful. Like, this is what I mean. Like, spinach and artichoke. Does anybody know if he went to school? All right, I can't with this guy. Him and his mother don't have a relationship. She's alive and has two other children because she knows that he offed his grandma. That would have done it. Usually when grandma raised the grandparents are usually long gone absent, deceased, or in prison. Yeah, I wonder what that was about. I wonder if he was such a bad kid that he wound up at his grandma's. Like, he might have been born a bad seed. Did you guys ever see that movie, The Bad Seed? Just madness, delusional at its worst. His resilience to keep going down the path to his own demise got me shook. That's what's happening. I know he was scamming people in Atlanta, and people too took him to court. Oh, good for them. Oh, he had a soul crab in Chicago. Oh, it was in Chicago. Oh, all of this was in Chicago, not Georgia. No culinary experience. He learned to cook from his grandma. He stole her soul. And then, her. Oh, greens and gravy in Atlanta. All right. What's the name of the restaurant in Chicago? Soul Crab. I feel like I passed that restaurant. Crab. Chicago. Does anybody know when it opened? Because I feel like I passed this restaurant. Hmm. Soul crab and greens. I don't know. This restaurant rings a bell, guys. I wonder when it opened. Because I feel like I've been inside and I. Guacamole with crab? Come on, guys. 2019. All right, I'm over it. I'm over it. Guacamole and crab, not appetizing. Thank you. Thank you, Purple Passion. I know he does reviews, but he got some nerve. He got some nerve. No culinary experience. That's all I see. All right, guys. We did everything we could. Stay away from this man. Bali, I feel sorry for you. This man is unclean. He is not going to survive in Bali. He is going to go on a run. And he's got some partners, two sets of partners that's going to be left holding the financial bag and the financial and the spiritual burden of bringing this man to Bali. So you all better run. Yes, I heard he's sassy and dramatic. When he was a young teenager, his mother's boyfriend didn't like him. And one day they got into it about some sneakers. And the boyfriend told him to leave, and the mom chose the boyfriend. I think he was a weird son. I think he was a weird son. And as far as the molestation that he experienced, if there were children after him, I feel like he would have done it to somebody else. A girl. Maybe a sibling. I don't know if he has a sibling, but I think the boy is weird. He was weird from a teenager. And I think he wound up in his grandma's house, I believe, because there were no children there. I believe it was just him. So, I hope you all enjoy this reading. And please call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. This is Out of the Ballpark reading. Enjoy it. Also, please check out I'll Be Sure video. Also, very, very scandalous reading. Thank you, Vic Game Chicks. Thank you, everyone. Call me for your own personal reading. Let me blow it out the park for you, too. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.